Yeah, our just FYI, our drone ports are coming online as we speak.
Yeah.
And we have about 50 logistics drones across the entire fleet.
Damn.
Yep.
That's a
Good
start.
stuff.
Yeah, so
Now
we
make
just need to.
now make 5,000.
Yeah, we just need to like scale up. We need to automate it, but we're going to do
Yeah.
that tomorrow because it's getting way too late.
Oh no! I hopped in a moving train, but I was so startled by it that I accidentally hit enter again and hopped out.
Oh, did you get crushed?
No. I just failed to get in my... I was trying to hop in a moving train to try to manage it.
Yeah.
Did one of you guys just grab all the stone bricks?
I grabbed a
No.
couple. I have a couple hundred
Okay.
on me if you want any.
Yes, please.
Okay. Tell you what,
I'm
I'm
going
to do something fun. No. We're going to do this the fun
Okay.
way. So
Okay.
go into your menu, your inventory,
Logistics.
and
Oh, yeah, you're gonna
click
get
on-
it- stone
click on
bricks.
You're gonna
stone.
get it added to your inventory.
Yeah, and then I'm going to put it...
I gotta
Yeah.
find it.
Damn it.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
So you can't
and I'm
access
gonna-
the train from the train stops, can you? That's frustrating.
I probably don't want 20.
Trying to reprogram something that's running away from you all the time.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
the drones
Hi.
should... Hi.
I
Yes.
moused
Wow,
over the
what path is it
Roboport range,
Yep.
and suddenly it's just like things lit up, and I'm like, oh, hi.
Yep.
Yeah.
The logistics drones, I put
So you
the
send a
I put
proper
the stuff
roundabout
down.
somewhere.
Oh, right, they need to be placed in the logistics chest. Duh. Okay, hang on. So, just to teach you a little bit more about the way the drones will work, Wander.
We have to put it into the yellow storage chest thing. The smart chest.
Yeah, it goes into the Yeah, I guess you can do the storage chest. Yeah, we can do that. So I'm gonna put the stone down in this yellow chest, and it should start flying towards you when a drone makes it over from the Roboport down to the far right. Yeah, here we are. Here we are. Watch this. Dun, dun, da, 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 da.
Oh my god!
Are you getting swarmed by the robots now?
Yeah, it's pretty great. All right, so then they're gonna like do their thing, and you should have it in your inventory now.
What? Oh yeah, there it is. That's weird. Okay.
So, Bert, apparently you can reserve spots on a cargo hold.
Oh, what do you know? Yeah, so we'll
It's tedious.
So that's primarily how you how you use the drones. Just set up like I want to have at any given time. I want to have X amount of like whatever in my inventory, and the drones will automatically ensure that while you're in their range, you always have that amount that they can provide. And then we can also automate them to do like to just relay stuff around. So it's like, wow, this factory needs advanced circuits. You just have drones carry the advanced circuits to it.
Okay.
If there's a fast way to do this, chat, I want to be the first one to hear about it.
Yeah.
As fuck.
Okay, but definitely bedtime now.
Okay. I assume you're not going to be around tomorrow?
It's so hard for me to plan these days. Like, I think that I might be around tomorrow night, like late again.
Are we talking this late or
It'll be like
slightly
this late
earlier?
again,
Ooh.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see. I'll keep you in touch. I don't really know what I'm doing tomorrow.
It's just to spite you, Wander. Just to spite you.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go now.
Okay. We
I
should
guess also
replace...
brings the stream down, huh? Well, sorry.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
I'm sure you're probably gonna quit now anyway.
Pretty much. I'm just gonna add a little bit of... I'm just gonna up our iron production a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Good night.
Good night.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay.
I'm doing something very tedious right now. How do I clear that? God damn it. Ah, fuck it.
I'm trying to take my iron, and instead of trying to like trade in all of my iron, I'm just gonna do it right before it even hits the line.
Yeah.
Since I've got so much, it should actually work pretty well.
I'm manually setting slot by slot, the individual chunks of my train to only accept certain types of resources one by one.
Ah, that is tedious sounding.
Yep. That's the only way to make sure that it actually is picking up everything instead of getting completely bogged down by one resource and filling up on that. That's fixable. I'm learning from chat some slightly faster hotkeys for doing it, but it's still a lot of clicking.
Other question: have you gotten very far in Technomancer yet, or no? Not really.
No, I'm in the starting area.
Okay, I don't know if you care about side quests, but
I'm doing a lot of them.
Yeah, before you're gonna get a mission about a spy. Don't do it until you've got all the side quests done, unless you care. Unless you don't care about the side quests, and then do whatever the hell you want.
I'm guessing that means they did exactly what they did in Bound by Flame, where just you abruptly lose access to everything.
You lose access to one character, but it's really obvious and it warns you about that one. However, there's one quest specifically where you have to dress all 3 members of your party in beggar's rags to, like, pass off as something. Except for, what happens if you only have 2 members of your party? Huh? The answer? Nothing. You can't do the quest. It's like, oh, you only have 2 people. Well, I'm sorry, that's not enough beggars for this quest, so, get out. And I was unable to finish the random quest. I was supposed to
take care of deserters, but I was also supposed to go find Master Connor. And I found Mr. Connor in the middle of looking for deserters and failed the deserters quest because I was forced to leave with Master Connor and do nothing else.
Yep.
So I literally could not complete the mission. I'm like, thanks, developer spiders. You're so good at side quests and that you're so terrible at side quests. Do you remember Bound by Flame where the first zone had literally like 3 quests in its main story? And if you did those 3 quests, you would literally lose access to the biggest hub of side quests in the entire game. And there was no warning how abruptly it was going to kick you out.
Yep, there was very little warning. Let's see, what was the other thing that happened? Oh yeah, I did the deserter quest fine. Like, it supposedly was supposed to have worked great. Problem was, I get to the end, it has check marks across the board, and when I'm talking to the person, they're like, but you let a bunch of them get away, and I'm like, what do you mean I let them get away? I killed everybody! Yeah. Turns out, like, there's just, like, bullshit reasons why you don't finish the quest somehow.
For the... Wait, which quest was this?
The deserters one. I did it. I did it flawlessly, but it still wasn't good enough.
Did you run out of time?
No.
Did you not go to the... Did you visit the weird underground place?
I did everything.
Weird.
I fought Boris. I fought every single deserter that was marked on the map, and it's like, no.
God damn it, all the chests around here are full. Alright, I'll just make new ones.
I think I'm gonna go through and replace all of our chests with smart chests. So whatever, like, trash drops we have, they don't get confused. Okay.
Oh my god, chat just saved me so much time.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll host you. I don't know if anybody else is still watching for my end, but somebody might be.
It is untrackable at this point.
Yeah, it's just kind of ping-ponging around, but again, I don't feel like dealing with the internet.
So apparently if you shift right-click one object, and then shift... you shift right-click one object, then shift left-click the other object, it'll fill it up with the settings for that object.
Really? Well, that's cool.
That's amazing.
really interesting to do.
I was specifically asking Bert about that, and he was saying it didn't exist. God damn it.
Well, let's be honest here. We both know not to trust Bird on these matters.
Alright, so that means that once I manually set all the slots for one of the vehicles, I can then just copy-paste the other one. Which is great. So now, all 5 cars of my train have 6 slots for steel, 6 slots for copper plate, iron plate, copper ore, iron ore. So it'll constantly be transporting all of them. That's good news. Now I just need to set up all the individual stations to load and unload those various resources correctly. But at the very least, I can turn my train back on. The very least. Alright.
This is gonna be really lazy, isn't it?
What's gonna be really lazy? What have you done, Bonder? I think I just called you Bonder.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you did.
It's fine, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm making a bunch of smart chests.
Yeah?
I'm gonna put a bunch of fast inserters to move everything from the non-smart chests into the smart chests.
Yeah?
Because
it's more or less the way to go.
Lazy. Yeah.
What's great is that you can physically... you can start building some, what do you call them? You can start building provider chests, and then just place those directly over all of our dumb garbage locations we've made, where people just dump stuff in that chest over and over again. And now that chest will suddenly become a resource for those objects, so that if they're ever needed by anything, it'll get rid of them and take them there instead of just let them sitting there in that useless corner for the rest of our game. Which is like the coolest thing about... Well, it's one of the many, many awesome things about logistics robots.
Okay. So... should I make active provider chests instead of just storage chests?
What have you been making? What?
I made a bunch of yellow storage chests. If I do active provider chests...
I'm trying to remember...
Because I know they'll grab from storage, but if I use an active provider instead... are you saying that's a better idea?
I want to say that passive providers and requesters are like the 2 things that I made exclusively. I don't really remember using storages that much, but I didn't have a very large scale base because I was alone. Oh, this poor tank. Just drowned it in resources because I was using it as a portable chest for a moment. So I was just dealing with so much stuff. The big problem with trains, whenever you try to replace anything about how something's running, you suddenly you have to deal with the fact that there's a billion of that object sitting around inside the train or everything or surrounding everything involving the train.
So if you have to move it, it's just like...
So it always involves placing a bunch of chests down on the ground just so I can move things around for a bit. It's like the best I can go for. Alright, so now my train will hopefully be working as I hope it will. I just need to set up each station individually to actually be providing what it wants. Let's witness... Can I witness this in person? Yes, it's actually getting its iron. Except for that some of the stations don't quite reach, apparently. Why aren't these providing it? Oh, there's no iron down here. Oh.
Oh, God.
That happens too. What happened now, Wander?
There's a big spitting monster that is currently shooting at somebody's miscellaneous tank. I'm gonna run it over. Oh, God! Okay, there we go. Yeah, so littering tanks is,
Where are we under attack right now? Oh, that's not a mushroom cloud, we're fine.
It's me. It's me.
Oh, it's literally you?
Yeah. Luckily, I've got a shield generator, so I'm actually, like, in a really good spot.
You know what, this isn't worth
if
doing.
I get shot. I'm effectively, like, 1/3 tank.
That's concerning.
And... is it?
I mean, it feels like it would have hurt in the process of the conceiving.
Look.
Look, Mama's got an appetite.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's gotta be something horrible.
More reasonable solution for that. Oops, that one's still
that's
blocked.
Actually... I probably don't need to do this, do I?
Yeah?
Help. Oh, the iron's no longer backed up. I've fixed our iron production issues.
Is it being all active now?
Well, it's backed up, so that's usually a good sign.
That's one thing, I guess.
Man, I don't know. It probably won't take us long before everything gets all sorts of screwy, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, it's our specialty. Screwing up.
But yeah, I made a bunch of electric, furnaces, down attached to my line, and they're more or less taking the load off. I could make a bunch of speed modules. I don't know. We still desperately need more iron, though. So I'll probably run south and see if I can up my production even more. Navigate any of this. Stop at the chests.
That's what Bird was talking about. Okay. Iron was being backed up because of me attaching to it.
Oh, yeah.
But so his response was just to cut mine off altogether. Yeah, come on, build faster. There we go. Yeah, it's a work in progress. I'm in the awkward growing stage where I think my work in progress base mostly just is less efficient than if it didn't exist to some extent. But it's because there's just so many damn steps to take. And I annoyingly I'm constantly running out of the various kinds of tracks and arms I'm trying to use. Especially since the really high level ones require specialized stuff.
Yeah.
Like express belts require freaking lubricant, so I can't just build them by hand. So when I run out, I'm just in trouble. And I run out often enough. And then annoyingly, express underground belts require you to just build a fast and a normal underground belt first, and they don't use any lubricant. So it's good because you can build them elsewhere, but it's bad because it takes an eternity to craft by hand. And of course we don't have anything building freaking underground belts mass-produced. Because you just need one every now and then, basically. So everything's annoying. Everything's annoying! Yay!
It didn't strike me as particularly necessary to have...
Yes.
Let's see. It didn't strike me as necessary to have a bunch of underground belts being made. Because they don't take too long as you have your components ready.
It's one of those things that's doomed to forever be annoying. Because they take just long enough to be a hassle, but just a little enough time to be over with quickly. I mean, just a little enough time to not be necessary to actually build it in the first place. There's no arm going into these guys, huh?
Our drones are adorable.
How'd that happen? Yeah, they're like this giant ominous cloud that just comes in on the screen.
Like, we bring you gifts, and it's like, ah.
Why are these guys running out of fuel?
What's our next major project now that we've got drones, for the most part? Just hooking up the drones better?
Constant upscaling?
Yeah. I assume we need a lot of that before it's, we need a lot of that before we get to rocket stage?
A lot of it often just comes down to the fact that we just need more of everything. I've never hit rocket stage, so I can't really tell you what it's like.
Oh, did you just quit? You're like, good enough?
I just petered out at one point in my solo series. I kind of explained it before, I think, is just the idea that, like, I constantly... You hit a point in the campaign where everything keeps taking longer to do, and you keep having to upscale more and more, and you're just sitting there playing alone, and I'm like... My traditional editing style is always like, alright, well, we'll cut this part out because this part's too boring or whatever the hell, and suddenly, like... all the things that all the repetitive tasks of playing alone quickly turn into, like, none of this seems like it's usable footage, and then suddenly I'm not really uploading anything, and then before long the series just sort of dies.
Yeah.
Chat, we're using coal burner. We're using coal burners and coal arms for coal mining because then it never dies, is the idea. They feed on the thing that they're mining in the first place, so it's self-perpetuating, so that if we get attacked by crazy amounts of enemies and our laser turrets take out all our power, or something destroys our power systems, which has happened multiple times, our coal is always infinitely happening on its own. So, as a result, our coal mines and our coal arms and our steam engines all run on coal and no electricity, which means that we have a way of gaining electricity at all times without ever running out of electricity. It's like something will always provide electricity to our system because of coal. And ideally we never need that, but we have needed it multiple times.
Question. Drones. If I make like a drone facility down near my like southern iron base, will they carry it all the way there? Or
you should have connecting drone areas from place to place all the way across. Because the problem with them running out of power is that they start moving super slow if they run out of power, and they run out of power quickly. Oh, these things are too fast. That's the problem. So as the drones try to cross the entire map, what's going to happen is that they're going to get slightly out of our base, run out of power, and then start going in slow motion towards the rest of the way. So it's really inefficient, unless you can actually build a series of roboports along the way so they can keep refueling. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. There we go. So I started improvising out of my inventory when I was trying to fix the whole coal situation. Then I kept placing red belts because I just needed to freaking place stuff already, and I kept running out of stuff. But the whole self-fueling coal thing doesn't work in that situation because they physically can't pick up the coal off the red belts. It's funny how that works out.
Because it's too fast?
Yeah, it drags the coal by faster than the arms can pick it up. Because the coal arms, the burner inserters are incredibly slow. So as a result, they were just starving themselves over and over again.
So, I've given up on my train. It's a good idea. But it's just not enough. I'm giving up on my train.
Is it just not working out?
I went down to my base. I think I need 3 more trains to bring all that iron. Like, the fast inserter chest situation just isn't enough to bring all of that up. There's so much production going on down there.
I don't understand the problem.
There's so much iron that I can't get it onto the train fast enough.
You can increase the stop time.
Or I could just have an express belt that brings it all the way up.
Yeah, but that's boring. Trains are awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start using my train for joyriding.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of stuff can easily be set up by just using the express tracks. It's just, trains are just like an interesting mechanic to try to figure out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So like that's why I'm committing to trying to make it work, is because I want to see it work. Because otherwise it's just tracks going everywhere all the time. Let's see. I mean, I think your problem with the train not being able to fill enough is just that you have it leaving every 30 seconds. So it doesn't stop long enough to unload its stuff or load up each time.
Yeah.
Like, you can just adjust the timer for the stops.
I also just fixed the problem.
Jesus Christ, there's so many miners down here.
I know.
This is comical.
Like, I could maybe scale it up, but probably not. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take justice into my own hands. Make a bunch more smelters. Move some of our laser defenses out.
If anything, I feel like the downside of our train situation is that trying to use trains, like, they can move such a huge mass of stuff, but our base, I don't think, consumes this stuff that fast. Like, we just need to start ramping up, build, like, whatever factories we have, just build 20 of them, fuck it. Like, just use everything. Because we have so much access to resources. So I think it's time to just scale up most of the things that we have that build stuff.
Yeah, well, we're still running into iron supply issues.
Are we?
Just because we're not...
Just because this train wasn't moving properly?
Sorta, yeah, sorta, nah. Wait. Fuck. This is
oh wow,
awkward.
Right now, nothing's getting off your train because all of the, let's see,
chests are full.
Yeah, all the chests that, yeah, there's zero speed problem with the train itself. So I think the track you just laid down didn't even actually increase our supply or anything. Like, at the end of the day, the problem is it's literally not being consumed fast enough. Like, all of these iron chests are completely full. That said, they are iron chests, so I can upgrade that.
Yeah, I know, but like they're not.
Steel.
The arms aren't fast enough to take it off. I don't know.
No, it's just
anyway.
The track's just full. Like, we just don't need any more iron. Like, the supply of iron you have up here is massive, but it just isn't. It's not being fed into the system because we're just not using it.
Yeah.
Not at that speed anyway.
Okay.
So that would be a smelting thing, if anything. If we have a lack of iron anywhere, then it's because we're not smelting it fast enough. That's a whole extra thing. Because, yeah, these tracks are backed up. Oh, that's why. You had your whole iron set up, but it was pretty much feeding straight into your, like, custom smelting location?
Yeah.
And your custom smelting location just isn't very big.
I will be adjusting it as needed.
Yeah, that's the primary reason then. Just wasn't really feeding that much into the system.
Well, no, I just added this. Like, this is all new. Yeah. Like,
I haven't even
this
seen
was
most
not
of
a
this stuff.
problem until I just made it one.
Did we just run out of power completely? I think we did.
I hope not.
Yeah, all of our accumulators are dead. So they're either not filling fast enough, or or we're draining more than that from all the attacks or something.
Oh shit! Well, go check the top right. We've got some more accumulators there.
I mean, they're all in the same system, so they would all probably empty simultaneously.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, our accumulators are emptying overnight. The meter's completely empty. I have no idea whether it's because we're not generating enough per day, or we don't have enough accumulators. I guess it comes down to whether or not that accumulator capacity actually gets maxed out during the day or not. If at the end of the day it's still not full, then we don't have enough solar panels. If at the end of the day it fills up, but then it drains at night, that means we don't have enough accumulators. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna get a headache from how many things I'm thinking about trying to babysit at once.
Yeah, there's a lot of
just try to figure out what's going on with their power while still trying to optimize my train station while looking at other people's train situations while trying to think about what the thing is we should try to build next while trying to repel constant alien attacks. Always needing more goddamn laser turrets. And now we need more and more drone buildings at this point. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to actually lose my mind.
Who's the faster boy?
Alright.
Okay. I'm running very low on resources. The problem.
How many... we don't have very many roboports yet. I can't really look at a map of our roboports, can I? I don't think I can. I can just kind of highlight it and try to tell. Do we just have 3 so far? We have at least 4, it looks like. Alright.
Oh.
What? Can you tell what time it is in this game?
Like if there's like a built-in clock?
Yeah.
Oh, like in-game time. Nope.
I just wish I could tell what time it was versus how much accumulator capacity we currently have.
High-end power armor equipment. Clock. Oh, right. The drone stations are probably just taking up most of our power.
Probably not. No.
Well, that's what people are saying.
They will when we were using them, but we're not using them.
Oh.
Drones are really negligible right now because they're just not actively doing anything. Are they
Okay.
physically carrying stuff between anything at all right now? Period in our entire base.
I mean, I've been having them do like dumb bitch missions.
You have them occasionally run to you to get to touch your inventory, basically, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
I don't see any drones running around right now on the base, so I don't think the drones are actually doing anything at all right now. When they start actually going and running laps everywhere, that'll be one thing. But yeah, right now, drones are like our 10th most power consumptive type of building. It's mostly our accumulators, which obviously our mining facilities and our assembling machines.
Alright.
I have no idea what time of day it is.
Well, between adding all of that new stuff to the supply line, we're backed up on iron finally. That's good. Looks like circuits are actually kind of a slow thing.
Trying to look at these damn graphs is a nightmare. They're just squiggly lines like crazy.
Yes, we're
and because I
copper
can't physically
wire.
look up to see the sun, I can't tell what time of day it is. Is the sun going down now?
Yeah, it's getting dark.
Solar is slowly declining now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think solar's dropping. It weirdly spikes over and over again. Huh. This is a nightmare to look at this graph. So,
Yeah,
I don't think the accumulator is quite maxed out. Oh wow, the accumulators are dropping fast, by the way. That's a problem.
Alright, I'll go slap more down. We might need... I'll slap more, science... Not science. I'm gonna go slap more
what may have killed our
accumulators and
system a
solar
bit?
down. What?
So we have a bunch of drillers everywhere, and drillers use tons of power. And
oh, yeah.
what you just did is, what you just did earlier is you created a new path for all of your drills down south to fill up with ore really fast. So that means all of your drills all at once turned on simultaneously that have been backed up for a while. And so suddenly, like, a small portion of the way into the night, our entire system gets drained to nothing. And now our power's gone again.
Okay, I will,
So that's an issue.
Do we still have the solar factory somewhere? Oh yeah, there it is.
Solar factory? Oh, yeah. But yeah, right now our power's gone, aside from the what little we have from our steam power, which we've only downscaled over time, not upscaled.
Okay, well... Ooh, you are correct.
Is the sun coming back up? Because it looks like we're suddenly producing power with our solar again? Sun must be coming up again. Chat's telling me that apparently the time... You can set the damn graph and your power to timescales, and apparently they're real time, not in-game time, which is stupid.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Like, if I'm trying to map how things are going on a daily basis, I want to see a 24-hour schedule of real game, not 24-hour. Like, I don't want 1 hour or 50 hour to mean like real 50-hour and stuff like that.
Keith, question. I assume we need more accumulators and less solar, right?
We need more of both.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna prioritize accumulators first.
I mean, like I said, I don't think the accumulators actually maxed out. If they're not maxing out, that means we need more solar to actually provide the power.
Well,
but honestly, we need both. If we just keep adding more of both, then we produce enough power to fill the accumulators, and the accumulators don't empty over the course of the night. What I'm noticing
this
is
game
kind
makes
of,
you cranky.
Well, I'm trying to explain the concept to you, and you didn't remember, and so I'm re-explaining it. What's weird is looking at the graph. It looks like night is way shorter than day.
Yeah,
which is weird.
Well, isn't that obvious for this game?
I haven't been paying attention to the day-night cycle while playing.
That was one of the first things I noticed. I was like, oh, good. It's not one of those games where they make it 50-50, and night fucks you.
I've got so much stuff to keep track of that I can't keep track of how long it seemed like it was dark or something. Because it mostly doesn't affect us until this goes wrong.
There's a lot of time when I don't know what's going on, so I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll just kind of like chill out. And I'm like, oh, hey, this. Does that work? Oh, that works.
All right, we'll see whether or not everything dies tonight or not. It's the best we can do. I can't stare at this graph forever.
Yes, you can.
Let's see. Yes, I can, but I'm going to try not to.
I've also wildly scaled up
those accumulators are a nightmare. What do you have around them again? That's it's a substation.
Yeah.
I never got around to properly using those, but that's absolutely what they're for.
Oh, they're so good.
That's the whole... Yeah, my layouts would be more efficient if I was using those instead. But I never got around to using them.
Okay, well, it looks like, yeah, our accumulators are not filling up fully.
Is the sun going down again?
No, I'm just looking at a bunch of them, and, like, especially the ones closer to the bottom where I am. These aren't filling up very fast.
I mean, we're about to be completely filled on accumulators if you look at the system.
Oh, okay. Maybe I guess it's just filling out these ones last.
Oh. Wait, Wander.
What? Yeah?
Is this system somehow not connected to the rest of our system?
No, it totally is. Through this singular, scary power line.
So... Oh wait, did it just change on me? Maybe it did, or maybe I misread something. I briefly thought that I looked at the accumulator capacity for one pole and saw it empty, and then looked at another one and saw it full. I'm like, what? It's the worst case scenario, but no, I was wrong.
Well, no, you're totally right. This one here that I'm standing next to.
No, I was clicking poles.
Oh,
I thought the poles were unattached, but I think I looked at the really low production meter and mixed them up for a second. So the accumulators have successfully filled.
Yes.
And there's probably a little bit of day left or something.
Oh God.
But maybe not yet. What happened?
Power armor Mark II. 3.3 thousand iron, 7.2 thousand copper, 40 steel, 60 alien tech, 2.4 thousand plastic, 315 purple circuits. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing.
Get
next,
going.
Next
You'll have it
session.
in no time. We all believe in you.
I'm just gonna go totally destabilize our copper system. Actually, you know what? I might actually just make a completely separate
I just realized how much bigger things got. Last time I touched the accumulator capacities, we had just hit 1 gigajoule.
Yeah,
now we're hitting 3 gigajoules, and that's somehow draining at night. That's terrifying.
I mean, it might not now that I've like changed all of this shit.
Hopefully. Otherwise, we're gonna get killed in the middle of the night by our laser turrets not working. So sure hope we figure out our power system.
If I just pay attention to accumulator capacity, that's how much power we have tonight?
Yeah. When that hits 0, the accumulators are drained, and that means that our only power is our steam engines.
Okay.
This has to be the weirdest game to watch sometimes as a viewer. Right now, people are watching us troubleshoot our power system like we're troubleshooting our computer RAM, looking at graphs and everything.
People like it, apparently.
Yeah.
So apparently the Power Armor Mark II, by the way, 4 hours to craft.
Fun.
Aha.
Fun times.
I think I might just give up on the idea.
No, just make it. No big deal.
I'll probably work on it while you guys work on the rocket.
Just make a robot do it. Just set up a factory to take in the iron and have it crafted. I'm sure you don't have to craft it by hand, right? If that'd be a nightmare if you actually had to craft it by hand, because I mean that would mean you couldn't craft anything for the rest of the game, for the rest of that period of time.
I would be spending maybe 2 full sessions.
All right, so for reference, Wander, the night just ended, and we're down to 1 gigajoule.
2 gigajoules. Yeah, no,
and now it's ramping back up. And technically, we're still losing power because the ramp up of solar energy is not increasing our storage yet. It should be slowing down though. It's getting down to 800 megajoules. Come on.
We'll be fine. There it goes. It's gonna come to a crawl.
Is it gonna reach
700?
700? It's probably gonna reach 700.
Yeah, it's still going down too fast.
Yeah.
I was hopeful for a second.
Stalled. There we go.
Yep, there. It's back.
It went down to 709, I think, and so we still use over the course of just a simple night. We use like 75% of our power, which is rough. So upscaling would not hurt if we're gonna try to keep increasing anything. Dear Lord, this base is massive. I never needed this much power for my base. It's insane.